People see the finished hair, but they don't see what Black women go through to actually get there or what it takes to turn that into a business. Today, I'm sitting down with my sister, Jackie Mack, and co owner of Dreams Hair, and we're going to dive deep into the realities of the beauty industry, catering to Black hair, and a lot of the secrets that people don't tell you about being a Black woman, owning a business, and just being a Black woman with Black woman's hair. So let's get into it. I am so happy that you're here with me. This is episode 15 of CEO of Me. And of course, my sister has to be here. And
I'm so excited.
I'm excited that you're here. So let's talk about your hair journey. Like, you've been doing hair since I could remember.
Oh my God, yeah.
Do people know that? I don't think they know that. Let's talk about it.
No, yeah, I started doing hair probably when I was 8.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I was about 8 years old, and we were going to camp. This was like 5th grade. 4th or 5th grade, we went to camp, and me and Angelica both did our own box braids.
Yes, I remember we started doing box braids because they were so expensive back then, but they really weren't. But like, our family just was not, our mom was not going to pay for that.
Yeah.
They were expensive, and we just, not only that, I don't think we could find a hairstylist.
Yeah, we didn't even know about
anyways.
hairstylists then. And
Yeah.
I think we always just knew we could do it too. Because
Yeah.
I don't even remember us looking for someone to do it.
I don't remember us looking for someone to do it either, but I remember mom doing the box braids on our natural hair.
Exactly. So we
and
saw her do
watching
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched her do it. And then she came downstairs one time and she's like, oh my God, are you guys braiding each other's hair? We were like, yeah.
Duh.
We were getting ready for camp.
We're getting ready for camp. Our hair has to be done.
Our hair has to be done.
And we were going to, at the time, I specifically remember this camp, KAA,
Yes.
Kids Across America,
Yeah.
in Branson, Missouri, or somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was Branson.
Was it Branson or
Or Lake of
Kansas?
the Ozarks.
Lake of
maybe.
the Ozarks,
Somewhere like there
somewhere.
in Missouri.
And it was like a camp where we were swimming, we were doing all these sports, and like our hair needed to be done
Yeah.
because we have, surprise, we have Black people hair.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if you are
for
Black,
sure.
you know what that means.
Yeah, during the summer, you definitely want to put it up.
Yeah, you have to. It's the
Yeah.
only way, unless you have like, what are the different 4 C, the C's of the hair? What do
Yeah.
you feel is the type of hair that is easiest with water?
The hair that's easiest with water, it's really not even the hair type. It's just about how good your hair absorbs water.
Yeah.
So different hair types absorb water differently.
Yeah.
So there's some people with the 3C hair type, but it doesn't absorb water well.
Yeah.
And there's a girl that could have a 4C hair type and her hair gets wet and stays wet longer. So, it's really about how your hair absorbs water.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, okay, so we started with the KA, braiding our box braids, and then how did that now turn into you owning your own business,
Yeah.
having your own hairline? I mean, that journey, where did it all, how did it all come? What made you love it? All of that fun stuff.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I just always had a clientele. I just remember always having a clientele.
Yeah.
It was somebody at my church. I was doing their hair. Back when we lived in Rock Hill, I was doing the 2 kids that lived across the street from us. I
Yeah.
would go to their hair and go to their house and braid their hair.
Yeah.
And then in high school, all my friends, I did their hair. So I always had a clientele. And after high school, I went to college and I was working, I think I was working at the bank. I was a teller. And I was still doing hair on the side on top of
Yeah.
all of that. And I
Hair
think
was always like that way, that consistent money.
yeah,
for you,
yeah, it was
from
always
what I
just a little
remember.
side hustle. I was always
Yeah.
like the homegirl who knew how to do hair.
Yes.
Never thought to take it to be professional and make a business. Never thought about that until 19 when I worked at the Weave Scene. And that was the first salon I worked at. And that's when I was like, oh, you can make money.
Yeah, you can make a living.
Yeah, you can make a
People are
living.
coming in here every other week, every
Yeah.
month, every 6 months. Like
Yeah.
you said, consistent.
Yeah, and multiple people are paying their rent off this.
Yes, yes. How was it at your first salon? Because I remember the first lash salon that I worked at. It wasn't really a jump scare, but it's definitely different than what you think it is.
Oh my God, it was
What
definitely...
was it for you?
It was really intense. I had to have tough skin because it was just a shift from working in your house to working in the salon,
Yeah.
and I wasn't necessarily trained. They kind of just watched me do a sew-in and they were like, okay, cool, you can start tomorrow. I actually got hired on the spot and was able to start the next day, which was
remember that.
great. And I really liked that I already had clients. So I was like, I actually got some clients that's coming in too. So
Yep.
thank you.
Thank you. I'm actually
Yeah.
already booked up.
Yeah,
And
but
that's my
I had
first
to
day.
learn techniques, and they had a certain braiding pattern that you had to do.
Yeah.
You couldn't just do what I was doing. I was doing like a horseshoe pattern. I had to learn to do a beehive. So,
Explain
and I
the
was messing
beehive.
up.
Explain the beehive for people who don't understand. What is a beehive braiding technique?
Okay, so beehive is a braiding pattern that you get when you do a sew-in. But back in the day, when I first started doing sew-ins, we were doing
It was like a U. I remember.
It's a horseshoe.
A horseshoe, yeah.
Yeah, you would braid all your hair into one braid in the middle of your head, and that would braid down, and you would sew the wefts onto that. The braiding pattern has insanely evolved, and it's even more crazier than just the beehive now.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was messing people's full sewings up back to back to back.
You have to. That's the only way. My first lash clients were awful.
Awful. Terrible.
So bad.
Terrible. You know, I mean, just like shockingly bad.
Yeah.
So to push through that, you know, and to keep doing it is crazy, because there was people who tell me like, you shouldn't be a hairstylist. And there was people, I even had some clients who told me that they let me do their sewing, but they would never let me do their silk press. They would never let me trim their ends.
Oh,
they would go to another hairstylist to get their natural hair like treated.
Yeah.
And I was only allowed to do their weaves, which is crazy because now I'm the natural hair.
Look at you, where you are now.
Yeah.
You are a natural hair girly, but
I'm a natural hair stylist specialist.
She's got the silk presses down.
Yes, I'm growing people's hair.
Down.
Yeah.
You are growing so many people's hair.
Yeah, people's hair are growing.
And it's so fascinating that a lot of hairstylists don't actually cater to women who want to grow their hair. They're more so, let's get you in and out this service. You take photos of their length process.
Yes.
Which is very different. A lot of people don't do that.
Yes.
Talk about that.
I always wanted to make an experience because I wanted to be a collaboration between me and the client.
Yeah.
Like, we're working together.
Yeah.
Because I can only do so much as a hairstylist.
Exactly.
You know, there's always something that they have to do when they go home.
Yeah. It's same with lash artists. Like pretty much anything. Doctors, lash artists, estheticians, barbers, mechanics, everything. You cannot expect everything to be done in this one amount of time. There is stuff you have to do when you go home, and it's so bizarre that a lot of women just expect us in the beauty industry to
make miracles
in an hour, 2 hours, and then when you go off on your own and you do whatever the heck you do at home,
don't even maintain the
don't
work,
even try to maintain it, don't want to maintain it. And I think us doing hair at such a young age, it just made us want to learn how to do our own hair and get better at it.
Yeah, I think me and you both naturally just knew how to do our hair.
Yeah, we wanted to. And I learned from you. I literally learned from you and like seeing mom do it. And I think a lot of it was like, let's take one thing off her plate. Like, we can at least do our own hair.
Yeah, for sure. I wasn't going to be bothering her.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I can do this. And I loved it. I would wake up and be like, who wants to get their hair done?
Yeah.
And I would do Jelly and Rachel's hair. So I loved doing hair. And I still do. Crazy.
I know. It is crazy.
Crazy.
Some people stop loving it.
Yeah, I genuinely love doing hair. It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And it's expensive to be a hairstylist.
It is.
It's very expensive to be a hairstylist. It's not
It's
free
not
to do hair. Yeah.
No.
So that part of it kind of can take the fun out of it, but still, you know, I find myself smiling at work.
Good. So. And I think it's the clients that do that.
Yeah, my clients are amazing.
Yes.
So that definitely makes a difference.
For sure. Do you remember your first client? Like, let's go back to childhood. Do you remember like the first person that paid you to do their hair?
Yeah. First person that paid me, I think it might have been
someone from church, probably.
Yeah, I think it was one of Granny Grand's friends.
Oh my gosh.
And I did it at Granny Grand's house, and they paid me.
What? Wow.
They paid me maybe $40. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But it was always somebody at church. Then the next client was the two boys that lived across the street on Brownbird.
Wow.
And they paid me. Yeah, and they paid me. Their mom made them pay me. And they paid me, and they were consistent clients.
Wow.
I did their hair till I moved.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, that was so long ago. I mean, we lived in St. Louis till 2008.
Yeah.
So to about 8th or 9th grade is when you really got your start doing hair, understanding the client expectation, braiding. I think you were primarily braiding then.
So like in St. Louis, I was a braider. I was doing a lot of cornrows, and I would retwist people's dreads sometimes, but a lot of braiding. When I moved to Vegas, it was sew-ins. And I think that was important for my whole journey because I had a service, like I had a one service thing that I was good at.
Yeah.
And that's what started my whole hair career was honestly sew-ins.
Yeah. Finding
It was
one
sew-ins,
thing
yeah.
that you're good at. I think,
Yeah.
what is that saying? Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
I fully believe that. Like, find one thing that you know people want, that they're going to come back for. And the sew-ins was it for you. And then
Yeah.
I remember you mastered the technique of this flat sew-in, like
Yeah.
so flat.
Yeah.
Like, because, I mean, no one has ever done my sew-ins. No one ever is going to do it. Like, let's make that clear. Like, no one is going to touch my hair but my sister. Even when I went to Reno for 2 years, I
Yeah.
would fly home
Yeah.
and have her do my hair because I was just not dealing with it, because the horror stories, which we're going to
Yeah.
get into.
Yeah,
The
there's a lot of
horror
those.
stories.
There's a lot of those.
Yes, they're, I mean, left and right. And I'm sure you see it every day.
I hear it every day. Yeah.
And
terrible.
It's scary out there. So,
Yeah.
like, I would come back to have her do my hair and sew me up and trim my ends. And once you find that one hairstylist, you don't go anywhere. And I definitely am not, because she's my sister. But
Yeah.
even if she wasn't,
Yeah.
I would stay, because that flat sew-in, if you are listening to this and you don't know what that means, it just means you have all this hair in your head. Imagine tons of hair, tons of bundles sewn in on a net, and we obviously we're 4 to 5 bundle girls.
Yeah,
6,
we do.
7. I think I may have
4
7.
minimum.
4 minimum. Look at
minimum.
at the glow.
4 minimum for sure.
For the girlies that just say, "Oh, I'm a 2 bundle kind of girl."
Never. Never been her.
Never been her, and how also,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, never been her.
no shade. I get it. It takes money.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
not
It's
cheap.
an investment, but that's
It's
why
an
it's important to buy good bundles,
Yes.
good extensions, because they're supposed to last years.
Years. I've had this for years. And
Yeah.
I've just been adding to it. I think I'm at probably 7 bundles.
Yeah.
But I've just been adding to it. And me and Jackie, we always talk about how your hair, it should be an investment.
Yeah.
And talking to the clients that you talk to every other day, what is one of the biggest misconceptions that Black women face with hair extensions specifically, or like, what are some of the things that you hear?
Yeah. I feel like for Black women specifically, because everyone doesn't want to wear their natural hair, and I think that's fine. And, you know, a sew-in is a protective style. So it's a style that you can do once or twice a year. You know, so I think one big misconception is people think you should be in a sew-in all year long. I don't think you need to do that.
Oh my God, no.
You know, a sew-in
No.
or a wig all year long, like,
No.
No. And I think, you know, some people are kind of, you know, a sew-in is a high ticket service. So
Yes.
don't feel pressure to have to do that all year long. You know, I would treat myself to a sew-in maybe twice a year, and then still have other styles that you can do in between your sew-ins, you know. Yeah, and that saves your hair from being heat damaged as
Absolutely.
well. You know, like, people are afraid to do sew-ins because I don't want to damage my hair. Well, just do it for 2 months.
2 months. That's it.
Do it for 2 months. That's
And
a nice
really-
style to mix into. You know, you got 12 months a year. Okay.
Yeah, and how
you got
52
you got
weeks?
you got to
That's a
figure out
lot
what you're gonna do
of
with your hair.
Yes.
You know, so a sew-in is a great way to have a natural look. You can have your hairline out. You can do a
Yes.
curly hair sew-in. You don't
So
have to do
many
straight
options.
hair. But I like a sew-in to alternate in between my other protective styles. So yeah, that's probably the biggest misconception is, you know, you don't got to do the sew-in all year long. It's meant to be
Yeah.
a style in your repertoire, in your
Yes,
arsenal
in
of
your
styles.
arsenal.
The sew-in
Yes.
is just something to put in there.
Yes. Because really, I know I cannot keep a sew-in for longer than a month.
Yeah,
But-
and I have some clients like that too. They, after 4 weeks, they're ready to take it out because they just want to wash their hair.
You need to wash your hair and scratch your scalp.
Yeah,
Like that
yeah.
feeling of scratching your scalp is
Absolutely.
like full nails.
Absolutely.
It's a luxury. So when I hear that people have had their sew-ins in for 6 to 8 months, what's the longest time that you have had a client come in and was like, hey, you know, I've had my sew-in for X amount of time. What is the longest that you've seen?
Actually, a girl came in this week, and she did a consultation, and she had extensions in, and she told me she had them in since last May.
Oh my, sew-in?
It was beaded wefts, beaded rose.
Oh my gosh.
She had beaded rose in, but so it's been almost a year.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And I guess her hairstylist didn't tell her that you
So
take
she
them
just
out.
kept
She just kept them
moving
in.
them up,
No,
or-
she didn't move them up either. So they were hanging.
Oh my God.
And,
Talk about the kind of damage. What kind of damage does that do in your hair?
Honestly, it looks like she shampooed her hair a lot, so
Uh-huh.
it actually wasn't too bad.
Okay.
It wasn't matted. It wasn't too bad at all.
Okay, that's probably why she was able to keep it in for so
Yeah,
long.
that's why she kept it in so long, because she was like,
Yeah.
it was fine.
Yeah.
And washing your hair when you have extensions is a huge game changer, honestly.
Yeah.
Had she not washed her hair and, you know, brushed it out, it probably wouldn't happen, but she she brushed her hair, she washed it,
Yeah.
she kept her extensions clean. That reduces damage.
It's the
Cleaning.
smallest thing.
It's the smallest things, but washing your hair when you have extensions
Yeah.
definitely helps reduce damage. Period.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, there's like certain styles and certain. Well, I'll just say certain styles that work best for certain types of hair. Not certain
Yeah.
types of hair, but I guess certain types of healthy versus unhealthy hair, or
Yeah.
clients that are dealing with hair loss.
Yeah, it's all type of different needs.
Yeah.
And I always tell my clients, tell me the look you want. And then based off of what they tell me, I will try to find a way to achieve that look that is the most healthiest option for what they have going on with their hair.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of different options out there, which is
There's
nice.
so many
There's
options
so many
nowadays.
options,
Oh,
you
my
know. So
goodness.
whatever look you want, there's a way to get it where you're not going to be damaging your hair.
Yeah, I agree.
Not only not damaging your hair, but growing your hair too. That's
you
my
wanna
goal
grow
too.
it.
You want to
Our-
grow it while you're wearing extensions.
For
I
sure.
would like that to be a thing. That way you don't have to wear extensions as much. That's the ultimate goal too.
Yeah, as
you want to
much
be
as-
able to have the option to take it out, wear your
Yeah.
natural hair once a year at least.
Once a year, yeah.
Yeah,
Once
you know?
a year at least, that minimum. I know for myself, like I love mixing braids with
Yes.
the sew-in with.
Do we want to tell them about the app?
Yes. We'll talk about the business.
No,
part.
we maybe shouldn't because we need to patent it because it is so good.
It's so good, but we
are
have to
working
leave
on
up our sleeve.
something.
It is. Things
It
are
is
our sleeve.
so good.
It's so good.
It's
and
so good.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's
and
so good.
it-
But that's why I
It's
don't
gonna
want to
be-
talk about
we
it
don't
because
talk
it's one of
about
those things that someone would definitely could snag.
Yeah, and we don't want it to snag it, but just know it's going to be for you.
Yes,
It's for
it
the
is for
girls.
you. It's for the girls.
It's for the girls. Everything we do is for the girlies because we are those girls. And
Yeah.
that is why we started Dreams Hair, which we haven't even started talking about that, but we're just going to get into it now.
Yes.
But that's why we started Dreams
Our
Hair.
hairline
because
company
We have been buying hair and installing hair
since high school.
If there was a way to put it in, we were going to figure it out.
Yeah, we were putting it in.
Glue.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I mean, if there was a way to staple it
Clip-
in, I would have
clip
stapled
it in,
I would
yeah.
have stapled it. We were
Yeah.
clipping it,
Tying it on.
tying it on, the ponytails,
Whatever. Yeah. Everything.
everything that you could think of. We were doing it, and so the journey of getting here now, it makes sense
Yeah.
for us. It's fitting.
Yeah.
It's only made sense that we're gonna start doing hair, and obviously she is the main hairstylist. I'm just the sidekick, but
She's the business. She's the business owner, business organizer, project manager,
all that stuff.
Yeah,
All that stuff.
I'm the hairstylist.
She's the hairstylist. She's the vision.
I'm
She has
the
vision.
beauty ambassador.
Yeah. But she had the vision. Like, talk about the process of finding a vendor.
Yeah, so that was a long process, and this is actually not my first time selling hair. I used to sell hair with Maven. Remember that?
I remember Maven.
And Maven, I would get a commission check in the mail, and I was making money. My clients was buying that hair, and that hair was horrible.
Horrible. I remember.
That hair was horrible.
Yeah.
I hated it, and I felt bad selling it. But they had a good system where I was able to make commission selling the hair, and I was selling the hair. That was a nice check. So this time around, after that experience with Maven, I just knew I don't ever want to sell bad hair ever again. I just cannot do it.
No.
I don't want to sell hair that I wasn't wearing. Like, I
Yes.
was selling them the bundles, and they was like, oh, but what hair you got in your hair? And I was like,
not
not
Maven,
this.
not
Yeah, I
this.
would never. So now that I found a vendor, which I stumbled upon on, and this is a vendor that I was actually using since high school, just through another company.
Yes.
So this was a vendor that I loved and trusted. I just didn't know their exact connect. I had just been buying it through a company here in Vegas. So once I found the vendor, it was just like a no-brainer. Like now I'm confident. This is something I've always wanted to do. And I have
Yeah.
been looking for vendors for years.
Yeah, it takes time.
It takes time.
It's not easy.
We got
because
close last year.
We got close last year, and price. It was just.
It was too much.
It was too
and,
much.
And their shipping was way too long.
The shipping was too long, and
That was important.
It was important, and for people that are interested or that want to in the future, whether it's lashes, whether it's hair, make sure that you are building a relationship with your vendor because
Oh, that's another thing.
That is, I think, what has made this round so successful because you have built a relationship with that
Mm-hmm.
vendor, and you do have to go through a bunch of different vendors. Like,
Yeah.
the first one is not going to be perfect. The
Yeah.
second one is not going to be perfect.
Yeah. It takes
But
years.
It
It takes
and
years.
It took years.
It took years. It took years. It definitely took years. So, but now, when you do find the vendor that you love and that you feel confident about, it makes selling the product so much easier.
So much easier, so much more fun.
So much more fun.
It's
I don't feel like I'm
exciting.
scamming people. I
Yeah.
don't feel like I'm overcharging.
Yeah.
We're still cheaper than our competition.
Yes.
Of the person who's selling the same hair as the same vendor that we have. We purposely did that.
Yes. It's all about the pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is everything. The business side of it is the pricing, the margins, making sure that you're obviously not breaking even. And that's one of the things, that's one of the questions, is like how we disagree on certain business things. I already know the answer, and it's the pricing for me. Jackie is always like, no, that's too much. That's too much. And I'm like, no, add tax.
Yeah,
Double
for sure.
it.
Yeah, for sure.
Double it.
For sure.
All the time. It's
Yeah.
just like, I want the profit margin to be this. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
The profit margin is
Yeah.
going to be this.
Yeah, and she literally pulled up our competition. She was like, see, look, this is what they're charging. And I was like, all right, that's crazy.
It's bananas.
Crazy. They're
But
charging, they're making a lot of profit.
a lot of profit.
So once I saw that, I was like, okay, well, I guess I don't feel so bad because I know so many people who buy hair from that company and
Yeah,
they love it.
they love
and
it.
they don't complain about the price. They're just like, oh, that hair is pricey, but I'm saving up to get it.
It doesn't matter. Hair is a luxury. Lash extensions are a luxury.
Yeah.
You don't need it. No.
Yeah.
But as Black women, let's talk about the struggles of Black women's hair. The fact that not only is our hair hard to work with, but it's not taught in cosmetology school how to work with Black women's hair, how coarse it is,
Yeah.
how it doesn't flat iron the way you want it to,
Yeah.
the blow drying, all of that. Talk about how you've been able to really just make that your specialty.
Yeah.
And how you've learned. I mean, you already know how to work on Black people's hair because you worked on your own hair, but like,
Yeah, I mean, that definitely, I think, gave me an advantage in the city because a lot of the things I would hear from clients was it's so hard to find a Black hairstylist, a good Black hairstylist.
It is.
So that was just that. I mean, it was just an instant success. I always had a clientele, and that was one of the things that they were telling me. They were looking for a Black hairstylist. They were happy that they found a Black hairstylist out here. And mainly the biggest thing that I see that in the beauty industry as a whole is beauty industry is based and taught around European beauty standards.
Yeah.
So textured hair is just not in the course. So a lot of the services that I do aren't even taught in cosmetology school.
Yep. They're not, which is so bizarre. There's a lady at my suite. She's been doing hair for over 25 years, and she had to take an extra course to learn how to do African American hair because
Yeah,
I think
it's
she
not
said
taught.
her son married a Black girl or something, and their baby had, Black hair, and so she was like, I needed to learn how to do it because even though I've had 20 plus years of experience in the cosmetology world, I still do not know how to work with coiled, coarse,
textured hair.
Textured hair.
Yeah, and that's the real thing.
It's so insane that it's not in the cosmetology school.
It's insane.
course. How is it not there yet? And
I
why?
don't know. I
do you think
honestly,
that is?
I think it's just another, I guess, adversary or another systematic, inclusive type of thing, even when it comes in the beauty industry.
Yeah.
It's just another way to keep a certain demographic out.
Yeah.
And if I was able to work LA Fashion Week one year,
You sure did. You've worked a couple of fashion weeks.
yeah, it's the same way even in those spaces. There's very few Black hairstylists, and it's just like we're just completely shut out of the beauty industry completely. It's even on the movie sets. We all see this in movie sets. What was that one movie? They had really bad wigs. I called them MAGA wigs. It was a lesbian movie.
what
Lesbian
was
show
it?
that was just really big. It was really good. But
I don't know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
yeah, it was really good. But anyway, all their wigs were really bad.
Yeah.
You've seen shows where the hair is just really bad. And
Yes.
it's because someone said it online, it's not about talent in certain spaces.
No.
It's actually about the people who actually have the resources just to get into those spaces.
Absolutely.
That's why those people are there. It's not because of their talent.
Yeah.
It's literally
100%.
because they had the resources to be able to get around those networks. The beauty
Absolutely.
industry is super, super clicked up.
It is.
Super racist.
Yes. Very, very.
So it
And
makes
there's
sense.
so many clips I've seen of these fashion models that are,
Yes.
3 shades darker than us.
Yes.
And they cannot color match these women. And makeup. This
And
is
makeup,
just makeup.
yeah,
That's not even
and it's the
hair.
same thing when those models come. They were running to me. They're like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad there's a Black hairstylist here," because they told me the horror stories when they get booked for these shows. Like, why book Black talent and not have a glam squad that could service her correctly?
That makes no sense.
I don't-
Where's
I
the
don't.
representation? Like, It's almost like they're oblivious. Like they don't even understand.
They
Like,
don't understand.
that this
They don't know
black
that they
woman-
can't do black hair.
They don't know that they can't do black hair, and they think that because they have worked on
Yes,
every fashion
they've worked on
show,
L'Oreal, and they've opened up for, you know,
Milan Fashion
yeah,
Week,
yeah,
Chanel, all
yeah,
these brands.
yeah.
They have opened up for, and they've done these. I'm sure they have a really great resume.
Yeah, but don't let someone with curls come in.
Oh my God. Don't let someone with curls come in.
And that's it. I'm not even talking about kinky hair. This is just even texture hair. There's some Asian models that have curly hair.
Absolutely.
And, you
It's
know,
not even
like,
just black
yeah, it's
women.
not just black women. You know, it's just
black women.
textured hair as a whole has been completely just written out of beauty, which just makes sense because beauty standards are European and Europeans' hair are straight.
Yeah, very straight.
So-
Straight, easy to work with.
Yeah.
So that's something in the industry that definitely needs to change, because we cannot have these black women rocking these runways and not having the right hairstyle and
Yeah.
it not looking right, because that's their portfolio at the end of the day. Those photos that they're going to be using for whatever runway is going to land in the next job. And I mean, I feel hair is like
Oh,
the
it's so
biggest
important.
thing.
It's so important. But I mean, there's a really big debate going on TikTok
What is
right
it? Let's hear
now
it.
about how black women have to conform to basically gain access to privilege by straightening their hair, by wearing extensions. You know, like if you're a girl, if you're a black woman specifically, and you're not wearing your natural hair, basically what they're saying is you are like kissing the ring. You're like conforming to not only white standards, but just the male gaze as a whole too.
That's interesting. What do you think about that?
I
What
say
do you
I'm puckering
feel?
up. I don't mind. My whole point is like after you guys get to this point, and what about it?
Yeah, okay.
Like
so
if I'm conforming my natural selves to gain access to privilege, to be more palatable in white spaces, so what?
Okay, and
And like, what about it? You know,
What-
like I mean, it's just like, okay, and what? I'm gonna kiss that ring. I'm going to kiss that ring, babes. Like one thing about me, I have no problem. I'm going to kiss that ring. I understand where I fall in society and the hierarchy of our world.
Yeah.
Okay. If I want to get
Period.
somewhere, I know what I have to do.
Yes, and what is wrong with that? More people should try that.
You should do it.
Why fight it?
Why fight it? This is
And
the reality. I'm not saying it's right.
It's not right. But at the end of the day, I don't think we didn't intentionally straighten our hair. I mean, I don't know. Back in the day, I don't remember ever doing it because I wanted to conform. I wanted to look like the white girl sitting next to me. I don't think that's why I did it. I just liked the way it looked. Like, I can't.
They're saying we've been brainwashed to
Yeah.
like there's the reason we like ourselves better with straight hair is because of what
The undertone.
yeah
the
yeah
undertone.
yeah the proximity to whiteness again. And well, I live in white America, so yeah.
I mean, yeah, where else?
But
where
the
else do we
proximity to blackness don't get you nowhere.
live? Definitely not.
It does not.
It definitely doesn't.
And that whose fault is that though? That's a whole nother discussion.
That's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode, yeah.
Because
We'll
yeah,
leave
I don't
that
want to
for-
pointy fingers.
Yeah, we don't want to point any fingers. That's we're gonna keep it on the high note.
Up and
we're
up.
We're gonna talk about our business
Yes.
and ourselves. But that is an interesting perspective. Thank you, Twitter.
Yeah.
That is very interesting.
Twitter and TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, let me know what you guys think too.
Yeah, I'm
But
curious.
are we all conforming? Are we all kissing the ring? Even just as women, when we decide to wear tight clothing and makeup, even, are we all bowing down? Shaving.
Consider kissing the ring.
That's
they
kissing
say.
the ring. You know,
Let
are we
let-
all doing it?
Yeah.
And then if you know you're doing it, how do you feel about it? Because I don't mind.
It doesn't keep me up at night.
No.
That's for sure. Does not keep me up at night. Okay, let's talk about something that you learned the hard way by doing hair. Maybe you can make it more like doing African American women's hair in general, or Black women, or whatever they want to be, whatever we want to be called. But what have you learned the hard way? What's something you had to learn the hard way?
Something I had to learn. Okay, well, definitely do a consultation before you do anything.
Okay, I like that. I like that because you don't know.
They don't know either.
They don't know.
They
Most people
don't know.
Yep.
They don't know. I don't know. So we got to come together and figure out what we both talking about.
Yeah, I think the consultation service that you offer.
Yeah.
I don't see that a lot with hairstylists.
Yeah, and I really love when clients take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Because it's actually a really good. It's really worth it. It's really really worth it. They feel, first of all, I think they like just to meet me first.
Yeah.
You know, just to get my vibe. That's a great idea. Like all these horror stories I'm hearing about people booking people Like, book a consultation sometime. If you're worried about somebody, book a consultation. If they don't have a consultation, that's already a red flag.
Yeah, red flag.
That's a red flag.
It is a red flag.
That lets me know that this is somebody who doesn't even have the premise to make a plan for you or anything. You guys are starting off scratch every appointment. You know, I'm honestly thinking of making it mandatory for new clients to have to book a consultation.
I like that idea. Yeah. It makes it easier for both of you. She knows that you are actually going to do what she's asking.
Yes.
And you can then you can actually see what kind of hair she's working with.
Yes, and that way they're more prepared. Because there's been
prepared.
so many times where girls show up for an appointment and they needed a consultation.
Yeah.
So we weren't able to achieve what they wanted because they just either didn't get the right hair.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. People buying the wrong stuff.
Yes, 100%. And I think a lot of times, like, clients get upset and they get mad when the expectation isn't set at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think setting those expectations, letting them know, hey girl, I'm going to try to get as close to what you want, but the way that your hair is and the thinness or whatever, we're not going to be able to achieve that right now, but down the line, that helps clients feel so much more comfortable.
Absolutely.
Than you just sitting them down doing what you want. And then they look at their hair and they're like, this is not what I asked for. You know, the expectations are everything. Setting it at the beginning.
Absolutely. But yeah, those consultation appointments, I definitely recommend for clients. Like, take advantage of those consultation appointments. That will help you avoid, I feel like, a horror story.
Absolutely. I agree. Why is hair such a big part of Black women's identity?
Again, you know, that's kind of goes back to that debate on the internet. You know, it's part of our identity because it gave us access to privileges that we will not get. It is for a fact we do not get the same privileges wearing our natural hair.
That's true.
It's just for a fact. I was in school one day and I was thinking to myself, why is it that extensions for a white clientele quadruple the price the extensions for Black clientele? And then I looked around my classroom and I saw the white girls in my class and it looked like they literally just rolled out of bed. Doesn't look like they brushed their hair, doesn't look like anything. And that is acceptable for them to walk around like that.
Yeah, 100%.
If a Black girl did that, just rolled out of bed, air dried hair, people would be concerned for her.
Yeah.
People would not even just disregard her or not take her seriously.
Yeah,
they would think something is wrong.
Something was wrong. They would clutch her bags as she's walking by.
Yeah, they would think something is wrong with her if she just rolled out of her bed, hair just standing straight up, you know. And I was like, okay, so this is why Black people, we can't charge the same prices as white hairstylists because our base minimum for our appearance is just different. Like, we cannot leave the house without our hair at least styled.
Absolutely.
We don't have that luxury.
No.
So getting our hair done isn't seen as a luxury for Black women. It's honestly a necessity.
It's a necessity
for our society.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's unfortunate, but that's just what it is.
That is what it is. Do you feel the industry, obviously, I know the answer. Do you feel the industry truly supports textured hair? We talked about that.
And it's no.
It's a no.
It's still big no. And
Yeah.
I saw that when I'm working at fashion shows. It's a big no. It's a big no. And it almost feels like it's intentional because there's so many hairstyles. It's not hard to find a Black texture hairstylist. You can just go on Instagram and find a texture hairstylist. I feel like they're purposely not doing the research to find these stylists, and they're purposely not hiring these hairstylists.
Yeah, I agree. They're not.
They don't want the competition.
They don't want the competition. They don't.
Because honestly, if you can do textured hair, you're probably better at doing straight hair too.
Yes,
honestly, if you can do textured hair, you're probably a better hairstylist.
Wholeheartedly, because if you
know,
get that curly root,
yeah, if you can get that, if you can make that kind of hair do what you want it to do, it's no problem making straight hair do what you want it to do.
That's so true.
So I think to me, from what I'm seeing, it looks intentional because it is so bad.
So bad.
It is so bad. They had a girl come in, and this is another thing too. As a model, as an African American model, stop showing up to sets with air dried hair.
Yeah. Yes.
Stop coming on set.
Yes, I agree.
With air dried hair.
Yeah.
That's really, I would never do that when I know, majority of the stylists at this fashion show is going to be white hairstylists. Yeah. You go through this all the time. You're annoyed when you show up on set because you know your hair about to get yanked on and pulled on. I would always show up to set with my hair at least blow dried.
Minimum.
At minimum.
I would go somewhere else before I would.
Yeah, if you can't do it. If you can't do it.
Silk press.
Have someone roll you out. So she came on set with air dried, and she had really tight, coily 4C, and it was damaged too. This is air dried where it's like little single strand knots kind of floating around her fro. She showed up to set like that, and she was like, "Oh, I brought a spray bottle. You can spray it with some water to loosen it up. Because I was about to just go ahead and blow dry her hair because I was upset with her. I was like, girl, you know you're wrong coming to set like this.
And I think that's a lot of it. A lot of women don't know their hair, or they don't realize.
Yeah, they don't know their hair. So she's like frustrated. She was telling me how like every time she does a modeling show, it's really frustrating with her hair. And I'm just thinking she has no idea that she's part of the problem.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I think a lot of the black women that you deal with, I'm sure, they are part of the problem because they feel that their hair is easy to work with. And like, you have to know that it's not. If you've had that on your head your entire life, and especially if you've never done it and you always go to the hairstylist, and maybe that's beautiful. If you've never had to do your own hair and your mom always took you to get your hair washed, blow dried, flat ironed every 2 or 3 weeks, and you truly don't know what's up there, I'll give you a break. But there's got to be some point where you felt your hair, you tried to flat iron it, and you realized that just, heat protectant wasn't enough on your hair, No,
like, I honestly feel like
no exploration.
No exploration going on.
Ugh.
No exploration going on. No critical thinking when it comes to their hair. No trying to solve a problem. No even awareness of a problem.
Yeah, I think there's no awareness of the problem.
From what I'm seeing, she's unhappy. She's tired of what she's going through, and she doesn't even see what the problem is. She's kind of blaming it on hairstylists.
Yeah.
And she's blaming it on being black, which is part of the problem as well.
It is.
That's part of the problem as well.
It truly
However, and that's why I'm really big on teaching my clients. Another huge topic in the black hair community for black women, learning how to wash and blow dry your own hair. Yeah, I always tell my clients, always know how to wash and blow dry your own hair at home. I think that's the biggest thing I think that's the biggest problem that I'm seeing with young girls who are experiencing hair loss, hair damage, when they feel like their hair is not growing.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I'm seeing is that they don't wash their own hair at home.
That blows my mind to hear that you don't know how to do it. And it's okay if you don't know. Like,
that's what it is. They don't know how to do it. And also it seems like this crazy anxiety-inducing task.
I can see,
to the point where they don't even see, like, trying it is just foreign. Like, it's like, well, I didn't know I could even do that. Like, yeah.
I think it's a lot of, like you said, it's fear. It's a lot of fear that women are facing. Like,
it's annoying.
It's a process.
It's a chore. Yeah.
It's a chore.
It hurts.
It's a chore. It hurts. But I think you have to learn. That's the basics.
But it's imperative if you're
basics.
if you are really trying to have healthy hair, you're really trying to grow your hair. That's the number one thing.
Let's talk about the couple things that will help anyone grow their hair. So number one is obviously learning how to wash your hair
and blow dry it. And because no air dry,
friends. Don't air
dry.
No air dry. Blow dry it
out smooth.
Talk about the importance. I was telling one of my friends the importance of massaging your scalp.
Massaging your scalp is great. That stimulates blood flow. Massaging your scalp is great. It's not a huge hair growth thing, but it is good to massage your scalp.
Okay, give me some couple more. So washing your hair
regularly is absolutely number one.
Okay.
The only other thing you can do to actually make new hair grow is to use minoxidil foam on your scalp every day. That's the only thing. So there's not an oil, there's not a rosemary water, there's not a hair growth serum, unless it is Sacred. I think Sacred has some minoxidil in it, but minoxidil is the only thing that's the only chemical that is created to stimulate new hair growth. Okay, so that's for new hair growth. But to maintain the hair growth that you have, to keep a healthy scalp, obviously washing your hair, that's really it. Because I won't even say oiling your scalp. It would be washing your hair and getting a trim regularly.
Yeah, it's getting a trim regularly.
Those two things is it. Yeah. It's really that simple. If you wash your hair regularly and you get your ends trimmed every 2 to 3 months, and then once your hair is so healthy, I have some clients that we just trim their ends once a year. Because it's so thick, it's long, it's healthy. We trim their hair, twice a year. Every 6 months, we'll dust their ends. But other than that, you're good. It really doesn't take a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. The biggest work is the routine.
But we'll talk about the people. There are some people that obviously have excessive hair loss.
Hair shedding.
It's another level.
Yes, alopecia. Yes,
balding.
Yes, and those are the people who have to use minoxidil.
Okay, so if you're balding, you have excessive hair loss,
alopecia, absolutely.
Minoxidil
is the only thing that is going to generate new hair growth follicles. That is the only thing, and you have to use that twice a day.
Yes, and you've seen a lot of results from that.
I've seen a lot of results from that. So so for alopecia, hair loss, and hair thinning at minoxidil, but if you have like a hormonal hair loss thing going on,
Yeah, that's different.
That's different. Then you want to take something that has a DHT blocker in it. And DHT is a hormone that causes hair thinning and hair loss. So a lot of times if your hair is shedding a lot in the brush, you notice it just thinner too,
Yeah.
and growing in kind of brittle, then you might have a DHT hormone imbalance going on. And you can find that in like pumpkin seed oil. There's a lot of DHT blockers that you can get on Amazon.
Yeah.
You definitely need to take that plus the minoxidil.
Plus the minoxidil, yes.
To grow your hair back.
To grow your hair back, especially
Yeah.
if you have that excessive hair loss.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then talk about the shampoo. I just learned this, and obviously my sister has been in my life my whole life. And she just blew my mind talking about a clarifying shampoo.
Yeah.
Which, I can't believe I had not been using this whole journey of having hair.
And do you feel a
and being
difference?
alive. Yeah, I feel a difference.
Yeah.
It's an insane difference. Not only do I feel like when I'm washing my hair, I don't see a lot of hair at the bottom of the sink anymore. Like my hair isn't shedding as much.
Yes.
But it feels actually clean. It doesn't feel like I have that layer of film that sometimes I feel on my hair.
Yeah.
But your hair actually feels clean, and now I'm doing like a 3-step shampoo.
3 shampoo. Yeah.
Which I didn't do that before. It blew
Yeah.
my mind. So talk about the shampoo process.
Yes.
Since that is one of the most important parts of
Right.
keeping your hair thick, full,
Absolutely.
and from not shedding too much. Talk about the 3-step.
So when you're
process.
gonna wash your hair, let's start up. If you can wash your hair once a week, you're gonna shampoo your hair 3 times in that one shampoo set. And there's 3 different shampoos that you're gonna use. They all do 3 different things.
Yes.
The first shampoo is your clarifying shampoo. That's actually gonna clean your hair. Okay. The second one is gonna be a hydration shampoo, so that puts the moisture back into your hair. I'm sorry. So the first one's gonna be clarifying. The second one is gonna be a scalp shampoo. Jelly just started using this L'Oreal thickening shampoo. L'Oreal has a ingredient in it called antidocin, and what antidocin does is basically anchors your strands to your scalp and keeps your strands rooted.
They're rooted.
Yeah, so
They
that
are
keeps
not-
her. So
my
I
hair is
told her
not
to start
cut out.
using that in her routine too. So so in lieu of a thickening shampoo, if someone had dandruff, you would use like a dandruff shampoo after your clarifying shampoo, and then your third shampoo was hydration.
Yes.
After
The
your
hydrating
hydration,
one.
and then so after you do your hydration, then you can do a hair mask. You don't have to do the hair mask every single time as long as you're doing a conditioner.
Yes.
So, but some weeks I have more time, so I'll do a hair mask, rinse that out, then do a deep conditioner and rinse that out.
I love that. That is
Yeah.
amazing. That blew my mind, and that
Yeah.
has helped my hair
It-
grow
oh,
significantly.
game changer. You'll
It's a
see your
game
curls
changer.
more defined when
Yes.
you wash it. When you get, when you're done and you stand in the mirror, you'll see your curls more defined and juicy. That's from that clarifying shampoo.
Yes.
That clarifying shampoo allows your hair to be able to absolutely absorb water. Because when it's dirty and it's oily, the water doesn't penetrate your hair. So that clarifying shampoo it completely makes your hair wet.
Yes.
It allows it to fully get wet.
Yes.
That's why that clarifying shampoo is so important.
It is so important, and
Yeah.
I've seen the difference. Girls, get your 3-step shampoo
At home.
routine.
Yeah, do it at home.
And it
Do
feels
it at
good.
home.
Make it romanticize it, okay?
Romanticize it. Make it a hair
sexy.
day. Yeah, make it
a
fun.
hair day.
You will feel good. It
feels so good.
it feels good. It feels
so
good.
to have clean hair.
Yeah, it do.
It
do.
feels good and it
On your
smells
scalp,
good.
yeah, it feels good. Leaving those protective styles in. Once we can break ourselves from that bad habit that we have, we're gonna set ourselves free. Because there's still a lot of girls that are wearing wigs all year long and just wearing their braids just way too long.
Way too long.
But they're seeing the hair loss. The edges are being pulled out, wearing those braids too long.
The edges, girls.
Yeah, the hair is-
edges, it's
your
not worth it.
It's not worth it,
not worth
and then they
losing
take the
your
protective
edges.
style down, and there's so much shedding, so much hair loss, the hair feels thinner.
And then you're mad at yourself. You're
Yeah,
angry.
because it's like,
You're
what's the point of
what
the
was point?
sewing? Yeah, so listen to your hair, but wash it more. Take it down, leave your styles in less.
Yes, and don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of washing your hair.
Yeah.
Like,
Get into it.
just do it. Get into it. It's fun. We wash our hair together every week. Sometimes.
Yeah, we try to do it together,
We try
so
to
it's
do
more
it together
fun.
every week because it is more fun when you're washing your hair, you're blow drying it.
Yeah, we're watching a movie.
We're watching a movie.
Because
but
those hair masks, you gotta
The
let those hair
hair
masks sit.
let it sit. And it's really just like, it's on your head. It's yours. Like, you can't be afraid of what is on your body. Like,
You need to
Experiment.
tackle it. You need to conquer it.
You need to conquer it. Don't let the hair
Conquer you. Yeah, you conquer
have
your
to
hair.
conquer
You
your
are in
hair.
control of that hair.
You're in control of your
And
hair.
the reason why it's so hard to wash is because you're not washing it frequently.
Yeah.
One thing you will notice is that your shampoo time will be lesser and lesser. Your blow dry time is going to get shorter and shorter
very
because
true.
your hairs will become more manageable. It's going to be
Yes.
less tangled.
Preach.
It's going to be softer because you're washing it more frequently. So your shampoo day is it's going to get shorter because your hair is just going to get better and easier to manage. So just think about that too.
Preach.
Like your shampoo, it's not going to be as hard or as long for long. You know, like it'll get easier the more you wash your hair.
Absolutely.
Because when your hair is trained to be brittle
Yeah.
and tight and dirty for
it's gonna
months,
stay that way.
it's gonna stay that way. So it's gonna be hard to detangle. It's gonna be
Yes.
hard to blow dry and wash. You know, it's
Yes.
gonna be a nightmare.
Yes.
But the more you do it, the more you train your hair to be smooth.
Yes, it's all training. You got to
You train
your
it, yeah.
hair
You train your hair to be
a certain
smooth,
way.
and that is why our hair is quote unquote seen. It's seen as like hard to do when it's actually not hard to do. We just never was taught how to do it.
Yeah, no, you're not taught.
You know, our
You're
hair
not
isn't
taught.
really difficult. Our hair is not difficult at all. Actually, we were just never taught to do it. So now that we know the tools to do it, it's really not that bad.
It's really not bad at all.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
not that
washing
bad.
my hair.
I love washing my
I
hair.
love seeing my curls because I do not wear my hair out primarily. It's not even because it's hard to work with. It's just depending on how your scalp works. I'm a head sweater. I go to the gym. My hair gets curly. I'm like, okay, what do I want to do with this? I'm gonna say it, but I'm not the kind of girly that likes to curly fro. It's just not my look. I don't think I'll ever like that look, but that's just not my vibe. And the girls who do it, they do it well and they look great.
Yeah.
But that's just not for me. So like having to get from the gym and my hair is curly in some areas, it's wet, it's like it's
Yeah.
too much to work with.
Yeah.
So I ended up just doing another hairstyle, protective hairstyle or braids.
Yeah.
But for the people who like don't sweat from their head and they can go to the gym 5 days a week and their hair still stays straight, they definitely have to wash their hair and they definitely have to work. I mean, it's all work. It's all work. I don't know what I'm saying. It's
Yeah, there's
all
no
work.
way around it.
There's no way around it.
There's no way around the
There's-
routine.
Even this, I have to.
Yeah,
Even this is maintenance.
You
We
still have to
do our
curl
hair.
it. Yeah, you have to curl
like,
this.
It's just a part of being a
And-
bad.
Yeah, because that's one thing I don't like, you know, when I do have clients, they get a sew-in and they think, oh, I got my hair done. That's it. No, you still need to style it.
Yeah.
I hate seeing a girl with a wig install or a sew-in and she's wearing it in a bun or she's like just wearing it in a ponytail the whole time. She
Yeah.
doesn't curl it. She doesn't wash it or revamp it. I hate that. That's
Well, I
such
think
a waste of money.
It's a waste of money, and I think people are just lazy and they just don't care, which is fine.
Yeah,
You know,
but
like,
it's a huge waste of money. And you better off just wearing your natural hair. Pulling your natural hair in a bun, doing a cute
Yes.
military bun with your natural hair. I hate a girl with a old wig install
Oh God.
and she'll have a headband on it and then she has it pulled back. And this girl, 9 times out of 10 has beautiful hair underneath.
Oh my God, such beautiful hair.
Beautiful
Such
hair.
beautiful
These
hair.
girls be having beautiful hair up under
They
these
sure do.
crusty gray wigs.
Yes.
But because they're so afraid to just do their hair or they don't know how to do it,
Yeah.
they rather keep that wig on with the band on, take the wig off,
Take the
wash
wig
your
off,
hair,
set yourself free.
do a cute military bun, do your little baby hairs, and you will look so cute
so cute. I agree.
than having that old wig on.
I agree. That's something that I'm sure you're teaching your clients every
All
day.
the time. I'm
Like,
talking
look,
wigs.
break
I'm
free.
talking girls out of their wigs every appointment.
Yes.
And I love it when it happens because
Yeah.
when they start to see their natural hair and I give them a partial sewing, or some of my clients have went to silk press and never came back.
Good.
From wig install to silk presses.
That's beautiful.
They never thought they could do
That's
it.
transformation.
They
baby.
never thought they could
That's
do it.
transformation.
You know, that's the beauty of having a good hairstylist.
Yeah.
You know, she'll have you doing some stuff you never thought you could do.
Period. And that's her. This is her over here. She's that
Okay.
girl. And she's trying to make all the girls that girl. So,
Yeah. I love doing that. That's the
It's
part
so
I love
fun.
about my job.
Yes, it's so
Yeah.
fun. That's why I love that you still love your job.
I do love my job.
You do. And
I
so,
do. I can't even lie.
I know. That's good. I still
Yeah.
love what I do as well.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Dreams before we end it. Let's talk about
Dreams
Dreams
Hair
and
Company.
us coming together.
Yes, the best thing we ever did.
Best thing we ever did. We obviously own our own individual businesses.
On
and-
top of the business that we own together, the
Yes.
partnership business we own together, which we started. I mean, we officially bought our first inventory, I want to say in November.
Yep.
That's when we first bought our first inventory of bundles in November. And we have restocked three times.
We've restocked 3 times.
We've
which means
restocked
we've
3 times
sold
now.
out
Yeah.
3 times. And
Yeah, it's been going great.
It's been going really great, but what do you think? What do you think made us do this? Besides you already having a dream and me like having a dream as well of knowing like where we want our lives
We
to
were
be.
looking
But
for passive income. I
Yeah.
think both of us were ready to
Passive.
have some passive income,
Yes.
some stable passive income.
Absolutely.
Because we both work behind the chair. We are in the service industry.
Yeah.
We make money with our hands.
Yes.
So I think we're both at the point in our career, and which happens to everyone, where you kind of want to figure out a way to stay in the beauty industry, but not so much hands-on and service based.
Exactly. That's
Service-based.
100% why.
So yeah, Dreams Hair Company is going to be more than just bundles, and it's just going to be a way where we can do what we love, do something that we know about.
Yeah. Yes. And help women feel more confident
Yeah.
and feel more passionate about themselves
Yeah.
and their life, because
Yeah.
everyone who has any big thing in their life, whether it's a career change, a trip, they're going to their hairstylist first.
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to get their lashes done.
Yeah,
they're getting their
wedding,
nails
baby
done,
shower,
wedding, anything,
birthday,
everything involves hair,
hair.
nails, lashes.
Absolutely.
That's just what it is.
Absolutely.
And so we wanted to stay in this industry. I love the beauty industry. I can't be in any other industry. I love it here.
We love it here.
We love it here. So the hair part was definitely about the passive income.
Absolutely.
But also the ability to scale, because
To scale, and then me and Angelica are both business women too. I honestly kind of feel like too, we just need to get this first one out the way anyway.
yeah, this is third technically.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
we both have our individual
Yeah.
businesses. I do contract work as well.
Yeah.
And then, so this is three for us.
Yeah, this is
technically.
three.
So this is one that two minds is always better than one. That's my opinion.
I feel that a lot too, as far as like, I'm so happy I'm doing this with someone.
Me too.
Honestly, I love that I'm doing this with someone. It definitely, I don't think we would have been as successful as we are now. I mean,
agree.
even just on the back end of the business is successful.
I agree.
Like, we're really organized. I love that.
Yeah, me too.
We're really, really organized. And we're learning as we're going. Honestly, we've learned a lot of lessons so far. Just even
So
with the
many.
with the vendor
With the vendor inventory.
count. Oh, girl. Count your inventory when
Count
it
your
comes.
inventory.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Count your inventory when it comes. As soon as that shipping comes, open it up. Somebody write it down. Somebody count it. Cause
Yeah.
girl, you be surprised. Bundles go missing.
They go. Where'd they go?
Bundles go missing. Then
Where'd
they
they
pop
go?
back up, and we like, oh my god, there's
Yeah.
that 18-inch. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And let's talk about some of the brief conversations that we had before we got started. Maybe something like, I know the ones that I kind of said, like I was very strong about, like, let's not lose sight of what this is for. And as far as like our passionate side and helping women feel more confident
Yeah.
and all of that stuff, but also like, I'm a stickler. I am.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm very strict on certain things, and I know that I only want certain people working for my company.
Oh,
our
yeah, for
company.
sure,
You
for
know,
sure,
like
for
that's
sure.
one of the things that
Yeah, that we're different.
we're different.
Yeah.
We're very different in a lot of ways, and if you guys know us, in
I'm
real
like
life-
Kanye. I'm giving out Yeezys.
Yeah.
She's Kim.
I'm
Like, did you just give a friend another bundle?
Yeah, I'm like, no.
No.
They
Yeah.
have to pay for that bundle.
Yeah.
Maybe we give them $5 off.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like, she's definitely very Yeezy. I'm
Yeah.
definitely
She's very Kim.
I'm very Kim. I'm strict. I'm by the numbers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what is happening? Where did that bundle go? It's not on the Excel sheet.
Yeah,
So what
yeah,
are we talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
And I think that every business needs that person.
yeah, yeah.
I think that is important. I think that's why I know we're gonna do so good, because you're the dreamer and I can be the executor.
Absolutely.
And you can be the executor sometimes too.
Yeah, if I
We
have
both
to.
flip off.
Yeah.
We both flip.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure. We got a lot coming up. I'm really excited
There's
for Dreams.
so much coming up, you guys.
Yeah.
You don't even know. This is just one episode of many, but
Yeah.
like I just wanted to get this out there. So
Yeah.
you guys know.
And promote our hair
and
extension
promote our
line.
hair. Yes.
Dreams hair.
Dreams hair. It's if you don't have it by now, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, if you live in
And-
Las Vegas, you wear hair extensions.
Yes.
This is the best hair of
It
your
is.
life. It lasts years. You'll be able to reinstall it and reuse it over and over again.
Yes.
It holds a
absolutely.
curl.
Yes.
And it's just nice and full, root to tip.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we love our vendor.
We love our vendor.
They love us.
They love us. We love our vendor.
Yeah.
And we have something really going. So you might as well get in it while it's hot.
Yeah.
Before we go, let's talk about one funny, crazy story that you can tell me, a client story that you have that just blew your mind. It doesn't have to be like necessarily about the condition of their hair, but it could just be a crazy story of someone that you've worked with that just blew you away.
I'm like drawing a blank because there's so many.
I know there's so many crazy stories because
There's so many. There's so many. I literally like all of them are. I can't even pick one because they're all fluttering between my mind right now. Like I'm trying to think of a crazy, crazy story.
I had a client once that literally thought that she was in the hospital, and we were doing her lashes. She was knocked out. She was sleeping because obviously most people fall asleep.
Yeah.
And we're halfway through. She opens her eyes wide, rips off her tape.
Oh my
rips
God.
Off the iPad, sits up completely, looks around.
Oh,
and was like, oh my God, I thought she said she thought she was in the hospital.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my goodness, girl. Are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital now? Like, is everything okay?
That's crazy.
That was crazy. She lay back down. She did it again. And I was like, she tipped me so well after that, though. She was like, I'm so sorry. This happens a lot. And I was like, well, please don't book with me again.
Oh, that's scary. So crazy.
It's scary for their eyes to be wide open. I have these sharp tools by them.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had clients come in that were on drugs. I've definitely had some sleepers, some nodding off.
Yeah. It's not that crazy.
Yeah, that's not that crazy. I'm trying to think of a crazy story. I mean, yeah, there's a lady who I'm pretty sure used the bathroom on herself one time. I mean, so I do have a crazy story that it wasn't about me, but it was at the salon that I was working at where we did have to call the police on a girl who came in to get a full sew-in.
Oh my gosh.
However, she did have a literal Boosie fade.
Oh my gosh.
And this is a good lesson to hairstylists. Yeah, this is a good lesson to hairstylists to know when to say no, because she clearly did not have enough hair to get a sew-in. However, they still did the service on her. And this woman came back the next day. I guess she was transitioning to being masked to femme. And she came back the next day, and the sew-in, irate, pulled out a knife, pulled out a weapon, and was like, I'll shank y'all. I'll shank your aorta. Waving the knife around. We all had to go to the back of the salon and call the police because she would not leave.
Oh my God. What, she wanted a refund?
She wanted a redo. And we were telling her, like, just take the refund, but she was like, no, you're going to put this back in my head.
Oh my goodness. Serious.
Terrifying.
She was serious.
That wasn't my client. Thank goodness.
Oh, that's scary.
Thank goodness.
That's super scary. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Not the shank.
Ahora.
That is so wild. Mm-hmm. That is so wild. Well, this was a very fun episode.
This was.
We have a lot more to talk about.
Yeah,
this
is nothing.
Just the start.
This is nothing.
I just wanted to talk about your history, you doing hair.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. It's been a beautiful 14 years.
14 years.
Professionally. Longer than that, though. Longer
than that doing hair, because you were doing our hair.
Yeah, longer than that. But I've been working in salons for 14 years now. So It's been a beautiful journey. Lots of beautiful people that I got to come in contact with. A lot of beautiful experiences. Getting it out the mud, working in kitchens, working in bathrooms, traveling to clients, crazy. So, I got a crazy story for you. I used to post on Craigslist to get clients. And I was traveling to clients because I had nowhere to do hair.
I mean, you're a hustler.
I was hustling.
You got to get it when you can get it.
And I went to this lady's house who lived all the way in Aliante, and I had to use the bathroom as soon as I got to her house because it was like 40-minute drive. As soon as I got to her house, can I use your restroom? And she goes, oh, the plumbing is out.
Oh, my God.
She had no plumbing. Mind you, she was a hoarder.
Oh.
The house was a hoarder.
Oh, my goodness.
It was terrible. But she said, the toilet don't flush, but you can still use it.
Oh, no. Did you use it?
I used it. I had to. I had to.
Oh my God.
I had to go so bad. And my car was on E, so I had to do her hair to get money to get back home.
Right. Of course.
I literally did not have enough gas to get back home. So I had to use this lady's bathroom, and I did that sew-in. And I think this was when I was charging $80 for a sew-in.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Girl, I did that sew-in. Thank God there was a gas station near her house, and I think I had $60 left. Bought me a dub, had $40 left, got me some food, did it again the next day.
That's how you do it. That is out the mud.
Out the mud, baby.
That is out the mud. Like
dirty. Zardy.
I don't even know. But that is why hair is so important, because that woman was going to pay you to come to her house with no
running
plumbing.
water.
Like, that's embarrassing.
As a hoarder.
As a hoarder.
Smelled awful.
Come to your house. Hoarder, yeah. I can't even
She's
imagine.
like, I'm getting in-house hair services. I got a girl for $80. She's coming by.
As she has boxes and boxes of God knows what. Like,
feces.
Of course, yeah. The no running water are already immediately.
You know, and that was a moment too. Like when you're desperate.
Yeah.
You know, people will, you know, and that sucks too, because you're gonna get taken advantage of. When you need money, you're a hairstylist, you don't have a clientele. People are gonna play in your face.
They are. That's why don't let them play with you.
But you know, there's moments though where you have to let them play.
You have to let them play at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes. At the beginning,
you're gonna get played with. You're gonna have to let them. You're gonna don't take it personal.
Yeah, it's a part of it.
Because at the end of the day, the objective is to make money.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of times where I have to shut up and get the money.
Yes. Shut up and get the money.
Get the money. Never see them again.
Never see them again. That's okay. But at the beginning, that's definitely a thing. But now, girl, there's no way.
Girl,
the boundaries have been set.
Girl, I would never do nothing like that's unsafe.
It's unsafe and it's unsanitary.
She was out in the middle rural area of Las Vegas. You know, hills have eyes. I remember driving there too. I was like, it was off road.
Oh my goodness.
Never again. Craigslist. Never again. But I needed $80.
And that is what you call, like I said, hustlers.
Hustler.
You gotta find a way.
But that wasn't hustling smart, because after I found out how far away she lived, I shouldn't have did that, because $80 wasn't even worth that drive.
It's not worth the drive.
Another thing you learn as you grow, though.
You learn as you grow, like the time value of money.
Yeah, is it worth it?
Is it worth the time?
I should have stayed home and kept the little gas I had in my car and waited for a client that was in my area.
Absolutely. But now you have a funny story to tell.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fun. Thank you.
That's my story.
Thank you, Aliante Hoarder / No Running Water.
Poop.
We loved you. Poop.
Poop story.
I love that. Well, this was a fun episode. I'm super excited that you guys were here with me.
Yes.
And I'm happy that you guys were able to meet my amazing sister / co-business owner.
Thank you for having me, Sissy Pooh.
Thank you for being here. This is just one of many. As always, guys, love on yourself. Show yourself some grace. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.